What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and I am live on stream with 69 paws of my very, very best friends on the official WWE Champions Twitch account. That means we're on the candy store. None of this is ours, but we are doing power ratings by request. So the request of the community, you voted, you decided that instead of Powerhouse Hogan, who almost got the nod here, we are going to power rate Bubba Ray Dudley. Get the tables. Now, if you didn't know, he's got some good stuff to him. In fact, he has been the trickster on my roster that I keep telling myself, I've got to use this guy, I've got to work him up, and I keep neglecting him. But I'll show you why you shouldn't. Also, shout out to Rusty. He is at a Christmas party right now. Should be back a little bit later. Probably will refute and give or take. So here's how we're going to run him. On the moves, we've got the running splash, 6 MP yellow, deal damage and increase your yellow gem damage by 430%. That is a large number for one turn. Does not affect bonus damage. Hardcore, if the opponent's class is Technician, you actually do it twice. So this guy is your Technician Destroyer. We're not going up against a Tech right now, but you can easily just double the damage and see what he does. The Pile Driver, deal damage, choose 7 gems to make purple. And then you've got your purple Bubba Bomb. Finisher, deal damage, and choose a 7x4 area to swap red. Now you're going, wait a second. Red? But he buffs yellow gems, and you're making purple and red gems. This doesn't work. Well, before we even get to the Entourage, this is why it works. The Sheriff's Badge. Whenever you break 15 or more red gems, which is why his finisher is so broad of an area to making red, you generate 30 yellow gems. Plus, we're going to start with the RK Overload. Whenever you break 4 or more purple gems, increase your yellow gem damage by 50%. Then we are going to turn around and put on the Superior Tech to show that off. While we're here, we have got a 50% gem damage strap with double Fury 2s. And as always, this one, the 4th metal, has all gem damage 35%. So within the realm of reason for what everybody can reach. All right, Elsie Blue, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Entourage, we are going to run Kofi for 4 MP, and then we are going to run John Cena, the man who continually shows up as a good option in your roster for Entourage. 2 more yellow, which gets us loaded turn 1, and then yellow gems do 45% more damage. Zombie Sammy, or anybody else who does 30% yellow gems. Muda's another one, but even more rare than Zombie Sammy, I think. And then our Bret Hart that does yellow gems do 35% more damage. Technically, most use him as a multi-gem coach, but 35% is actually better than 30%. Funny how that math works. Yeah, so let us go in and see how Bubba does. Let's see, we're not creating trap gems. Just want to make sure so that we don't royally screw anything up there. King Beefy Beef, yes, we are power rating Bubba Dudley as, chosen by the community here. Rensko, Hollywood Hogan does help, yeah, because we've got to get 6 gems right here to get the Bubba Bomb loaded. So we're going to first buff our yellow, or what I like to do in case of Cascade is just go ahead and do this move first. I prefer just to break a row. You're going to make a wildcard gem anyway. The top is the easiest way to go. Ta-da! Now you can hit the buff because you know you're going to hit your yellow gems from there. And then hit our finisher. Going to create a big area into red. You can match it however you want. I'd try to keep as many yellow on the board as you possibly can, because the big trick to this is the Sheriff's Badge. That's actually what's doing the damage right there. That was 63 million as we did that. So 63 million is the number to beat. Let's see if the Superior Tech will actually give us a better hit on that one. If the game will load. There we go. There we go. Finishing up the tour for today, Elsie Blue. I like it. I like it. So 60 million right off rip. He's got a 5 on power, 6 MP moves. So nope, that's not what I'm changing. I'm changing this. I said the word moves and I looked at the moves. 6 MP moves that load everything, so you know that he's safely in the speed category, gonna be okay. But we'll have to see some of the other stuff. Superior tech. All right, let's see if this one hits. There we go. All right, so same setup, and we're just gonna run him through. Yeah. Flying Frenchman, 125 million against tech. So very specifically, he is your technician destroyer. If you're in feud, go up against that, and you're good to go. I don't like my options going on the top row, so I'm gonna do that row instead. Almost cascaded. So, all right. There we go. But boost the yellow. So now we're using superior tech. We're going to throw out more of the yellow gems, or at least we're going to turn red to yellow. So we actually want more red gems on the board to turn to yellow that then turns there. That was a really freaking good cascade. 66 million. So 63 million with the one plate, the RK Overload. 66 million with superior tech. And no, I am not using NWO Hogan Showtime Chemo. So you certainly can. You're going to give up some damage for sure if you want to switch to NWO Hogan. And you can do less of a match. I'll show you one more time, but I personally don't have too much that has any issues when it comes to just doing like the top row. Or like if the last one you saw, I did the side row because I didn't want to match. So like right now, I wouldn't do the side row because those two would have an issue. I might do it here. That'd be fine. But really, as long as there's not any super high risk on the top row, I just do this. I mean, yeah, you can absolutely cascade, but 3 times in a row, I have not. I've cascaded, but not to the point of breaking. So personally, for me, I don't use NWO Hogan, but absolutely a good shout out. If you want to be a little more safe on what you're doing, you can use NWO Hogan, and then you don't need to do the 7 match. That was the whole board. That one, though, was only 54 million. That was only 54. But 3 out of 4 times, he absolutely did over 60 million. So no big deal there at all. So I think we can power rate him, and maybe we can do a couple of these just because without me having Rusty to banter with, I'm going through it faster. Let me just say it that way. We'll see how the rating itself goes, but let's go over to the rating sheet here and see where he is at. So this one is going to be, well, if I could type it in here. Come on. Give me back. Bubba Ray. Trickster. I need to put Trickster on that. Trick. I won't worry about this box because you'll know what he is. So if you're new to power ratings, the way that these work, and by the way, Rusty, I don't have his picture on here right now. Rusty was the original creator of these, workshopped by 2Bob and BDC and myself, along with Rusty. And then JD Nash, who is actually on the spreadsheet right now as we speak, is the one who kind of maintains that primary tab that you land on that has them all where you can sort them, etc. So big thanks to all of those guys right there. So here's how the power ratings works. For a 5 in power, character needs to do 100% or more of current meta's top end damage. So we've said since 6 Gold came out that the beginning of the top end damage is 60 million. He hit 66 and 63. Whoa, 563. Try that again here. 63 with one outlier of 55. So 2 out of 3 times he hit over 60 million without too much fuss. A little bit board dependent, but superior tech or the RK Overload, both of them worked great. Speed wise, so to get a 5 in speed, at least 2 of the following need to be true. MP charge needs to be equal to or lesser than 6. at least for the move that charges other moves in his case, because one of his moves is a 10 MP finisher, but it absolutely gets loaded by your 6 MP moves. So 2 6 MP moves, just fine. Moves recycle flawlessly, or animations are quick, resulting in a win in under 45 seconds in feud. That is, as long as you don't cascade, which is always, we can't knock characters for that because there's always a chance of cascade unless they're not board dependent at all. That was under 45 seconds, so he would be a 5 in speed as well. So let's see here. Come on. I don't know what's going on with this, but it's not letting me type tonight. So 6 MP moves and quick win. He is more consistent with the RK overload plate. That is true, because it's less board dependent. It just buffs things up. And like I say, we hit 66 million, so we also hit harder with that, just slightly. So here's where the rubber meets the road and where you guys start to get involved in the conversation with it. For readiness, 5 points means that a character needs 0 or 1 special things, that'd be a rare plate, gear, moment, or etc. to make them work well. For a 4, character would need 2 special things, plate, gear, moment, rare, trainer, etc. For a 3, character would need 3 special things, and for a 2, character would need 4 special things. So let me set up the poll here. So we are on readiness. We've got a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, or a 1. 1 minute lightning poll started right now. Go ahead and hit the buttons as you see fit. So my input here, Sheriff's Badge plate, definitely a rare thing that we need to consider in there. What else? Let me go back and see him again. RK Overload, arguably, it is a thing that you need, or superior tech. Trainers, entourage wise, nothing there. I mean, Zombie Sammy, but there are or will be others who are doing at least 30% to yellow gems, so I don't know if that's the issue there. I think we're okay. So right now 4s are winning, and I think that's going to be probably pretty accurate right there. I think that's going to be fairly accurate. 4 it is. Yep, I think that's accurate and correct. So Twitch voted 4. Needs 2 plates. And possibly a rare trainer. There we go. All right, so 4 points on readiness. So next comes versatility. Versatility is going to be basically how good is this character in competitive modes. So for a 5, character needs to be competitively, and that is the key word here, competitively usable in feud, boss, and showdown, and character needs a special gem type to help with boss or extreme rules. He does have special gem types, trap gems, snowfall gems in particular. We just did not show them off in that particular moveset. For a 4, character is competitively usable in only 2 of the main modes, feud, boss, or showdown, and still needs a gem type. For a 3, character is competitively usable in 1 mode, either feud, boss, or showdown. And for a 2, character is not really competitively usable at all, but they might be a good one for tours. So let me get the lightning poll. Hold on just a sec for those voting right now. I appreciate it. I could not spell that. Tility. There we go. But let's vote in the official forum here. Yeah, the official forum. I'm so used to saying that on the blog reads and WCW reads. All right, there we go. So Showtime Chemo, if you can put your 3 back onto a versatility on the poll, that would be awesome. That'd be great, great, great. So my thoughts, feud, that is a feud build that I showed right there, and definitely would get the job done, will get the job done in feud. especially against technicians. We didn't show that off, but as Flying Frenchman noted, against technicians, he's going to do double there. Boss battle, he does have some different gem builds. He's going to throw a lot of yellow. He's a red shield breaker, a green shield breaker, some of that. But I don't know that he's going to be the dominant person to destroy unless you bring some props and just keep buffing that move that buffs up his his yellow gem damage. Showdown, I think he'll be fine. Again, 6 MP. Yeah, he will destroy Tex in boss battle as well. Absolutely destroy Tex in boss battle. So King Beefy Beef says feud, tour, showdown, but boss, I don't know. See, I'd say feud he'd be good, and then it's kind of a toss-up. I'm not sure if he'd be great for boss battle. I don't know if he'd be great for feud for showdown, but I think he'd be great at one or the other, but not a guarantee. So I think that's going to be maybe a helper in boss as well. But yeah, so Twitch voted for dominantly. Question on SD or boss battle viability. I don't know if that's spelled right, but 4. So still rating pretty darn high here. Pretty darn high. Sensei Crease, yeah, we really can't, at least in the power rating, account for when they do random perks for showdowns or feuds or whatever, because, absolutely, they might throw something out there like yellow gems hit for 200% more damage, and suddenly Bubba is like the best or one of the best out. Well, really anybody who can use the sheriffs, but he buffs them 400%. Or you might get something where you showdown against a tech and they have that, and he's just going to destroy the world. But yeah. I mean, again, JD Nash says he was a 3. I think competitive is more a variance than it should be. That's fair. And I wouldn't question if we had gone 3 on that either. I think either one of those is going to be fine. I think he's sneakily good in a lot more than people realize, but I also don't think he's going to be your go-to for a few of those modes. All right, well then, off to the Entourage. We are already, I guess we're 17 minutes in, so that's not too bad. So Entourage, for a 5, he would need to be an essential trainer or coach that adds something you absolutely don't want to go without. For a 4, it'd be a widely used trainer or coach, helps the character it's being used on reach their full potential. For a 3, niche trainer coaching ability, may not be used much, but very valuable when needed. And for a 2, trainer or coach offers something that you're missing if you don't have other trainers or coaches that do the job. And I know what it is, but I'm going to butcher it off the top of my head, so there it is. All right, so blue moves, trainer ability. Blue moves start with 2 more MP. Red gems do 50%. Blue moves start with 2. Red gems start with 50. So we took into account last week JD Nash's argument that really you can't set a precedent for the color changes on these because they really do different things. So we are going to make sure that we give this. However, based on precedent, it cannot be less than a 3 and it can't be more than a 4, really. So I'm going to put all the options in here for it, but realistically, based on precedent, it cannot be, it can't be a 2 or it can't be a 1 or 2, and it really shouldn't be a 5. But we're going to put it out there. Brother Ray's coaching ability one more time. Blue moves start with 2 more MP. Red gems do 50% more damage. So blue 2, red 50. Here's another way that this comes into account. Phenom Undertaker just got a trainer ability where he buffs gems to 60%. So we're starting to see the 50% meta get passed by, but it is still on the higher side there for sure. It is still on the higher side. In Showdown with Devon, he gets a 100% red gem boost. I mean, that's nice. The red gems aren't what's getting buffed, though, so that's not quite as good as if it buffed yellow or all color gems or something like that. All right, let's see what we got here. Almost there. 3. It's exactly what I would have guessed. Exactly. Your feelings were that Shredder shouldn't set a precedent because he's the highest black gem trainer in the game, but Bubba is one of multiple red 50% trainers, and Phenom is now 60. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mosh with Nico, I say niche. It depends more useful when perks. I mean, again, I agree. Not a bad ability, but niche for sure. So we've got a 3. We've got a 3. And let me count this one. So we've got 10, 14, 18, 19, 21. 21 out of 25. I would say that's pretty fair. I would say that is pretty fair for this character. Definitely not your top end trickster, but really solid. Definitely fits right in that range, and definitely good. Rusty, any thoughts from... Oh, darn, never mind. Well, that's it for Bubba. If you've got him, and if you've got a spare sheriff's badge, he is definitely a good one to use. Not the best trickster in the game, but definitely not one to overlook. It's kind of all I got for him. I think he's definitely right there where he's beyond the middle of the pack, but not leading the pack. And that's a decent place to be for a lot of characters in the game at this point. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Moshwin Nico says, not bad for over a year-old character, and I agree. I think that's awesome. So let me know what you think in the comments section below. Like this video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and if you're looking for that wonderful, wonderful power ratings, sheet that you saw there, be sure to check the description below and or join us on our Discord server where we've got it in the Learning Center. That's it for this one. We're going to power rate somebody else in a moment, but YouTube, we'll see you later. Bye.